Hey everyone, welcome to Shiny Hunting 101, a series focused on teaching you the fundamentals of how to catch a shiny Pokemon. In this series, I'll be rummaging through the tall grass, wading through the surf, smashing rocks, and crunching the numbers, all in the pursuit of helping you obtain one of these miscolored marvels. In last week's session, we went in depth on hunting using wild encounters, unraveling the multi-stacking tier methodology newly introduced with the Galar region. This week, we'll be moving on to the next shiny hunting method on our list, so let's grab our tackle boxes and jump right into fishing. Fishing is the act of continually tossing your line, hooking, and battling Pokemon that can be reeled in via your trusty fishing rod. Across the lakes, streams, and ponds of Galar, you'll have noticed small bubbling shadows skimming the water's surface. At any of these gurgling spots, you can walk up, toss your line, and begin to fish for a wild Pokemon. After waiting a few seconds, if you get a bite, you'll need to quickly pull on your rod to begin reeling in that whopper of a catch. No matter if you decide to pull out your dive balls and snag that fish, knock it out, or run away, post-battle, the shadowy bubbles will dissipate for a brief moment, followed by another eager Pokemon swimming up for you to toss your line to. Fishing as a method requires that you not only have patience and persistence, but that you have your wits and reactions sharp and always be prepared for a fight with whatever jumps out of that puddle. So now let's talk shiny odds. The base odds for encountering a shiny Pokemon using fishing still remain at the normal for all other methods, 1 in 4,096 at their highest, and 1 in 1,365 if you snag the shiny charm. As well, fishing shares the stacking tier benefits of wild encounters in that as you continually knock out the same Pokemon, your odds of seeing that particular Pokemon as a shiny continue to increase at set breakpoints. Unlike the adventures in Kalos or remakes of Hoenn, beyond that there are actually no additional boosts to shiny chance when continually fishing in the Galar region. All of this would mean that with the shiny charm and 500 total knockouts of a Pokemon, your best odds when fishing cap out at 1 in 512. And now that we covered our odds and understand how to navigate those shadowy bubbles, let's go over some tips to help you become a seasoned fisherman. Before you go out fishing, you'll want to do some initial research for your hunt. Unlike all the Pokemon wandering around the routes in the wild area, there's no indication of what you'll hook from the particular lake or stream without some outside research. You'll need to select your target Pokemon, research all the locations that can appear around Galar, choose the best location, and then get comfortable and start tossing your line till you get that shiny. For example, let's say we want to hunt for an Arrokuda. Through my initial research, I found that Arrokuda only appears in 2 locations via fishing, Route 2 and Hulbury. From here, I'll research all the other Pokemon that can be found in these spots. I'm looking to compare the odds to hook my target as well as reviewing the total number of Pokemon swimming around the area. The ideal situation is high odds for my target and low variation in the pool of Pokemon, but as with Arrokuda, at times you'll have to pick if you prefer low odds, low variation, or high odds and high variation. When prepping for a fishing hunt, be prepared for a long hunt and a lot of Pokemon battles. Since you'll want to continually knock out your target Pokemon to gain stacks towards the next odds tier, you'll need to bring Pokemon that are fighting fit in a bag stuffed with Lepa Berries, Hyper Potions, and Full Heals. As you plan your team, make sure you bring a Pokemon with the ability Sticky Hold or Suction Cups to lead your party. When a Sticky Hold or Suction Cups Pokemon is in the first position of your team, you have a naturally increased chance to encounter Pokemon when fishing. This effect will persist even if your lead Pokemon is fainted. Make sure to check the move lists for your target Pokemon and any you'll likely encounter to identify if they know any self-damaging or instant faint moves. If you fish up a Basculin, expect to go straight for the takedowns. And be aware of those Jellicent who can use Destiny Bond. For your team, the most important hunting tool you can bring along with you is the move False Swipe. Hitting a Pokemon with False Swipe reduces them to 1 HP and leaves them at a prime state for catching. Unfortunately, none of the Pokemon who have either the Sticky Hold or Suction Cups ability can learn False Swipe. To shore up this weakness, I'd bring a Pokemon like Scizor or Bisharp. Both are speedy swipers, and neither carry abilities that will passively harm your target Pokemon. Now, selecting your Pokeball based on its color coordination is something I will always condone. But for fishing, 3 Pokeballs stand out among all the others for their general usefulness. The Net Ball provides us a 3.5 times multiplier when used to catch a water or bug type Pokemon. Dive Balls give us a 3.5 times multiplier as well, but only when used on water-dwelling Pokemon. And then there's the Lure Ball. This ball is the go-to for fishing as it provides a 5 times catch multiplier on Pokemon encountered while fishing. A healthy supply of net and dive balls should always be in your bag before a fishing trip, with that lure ball being saved for those Pokemon that you cannot afford to let slip away, or for those whose shiny color really complements it. Lastly, you'll be wanting to bring some charms along with you before heading out to scoop up those fish. Both the catching and shiny charm can be received from the game director in the Churster Hotel, with the catching charm increasing how often you get critical captures and the shiny charm boosting your base odds of encountering shinies outright. In my previous video on wild encounters, I detailed several additional tips which translate well to fishing. Make sure to check that video out so you don't lose an ounce of preparedness. Finally, in the description below, I've linked some useful reference sites that you can use when researching Pokemon abilities, moves, and locations. I recommend Cerebee's Poke Earth tool for researching what awaits you in the bubbly waters around Galar. And with that, my list of tips is spent. Hopefully these will help you when you find yourself facing the vast blue of the Galar waters. Fishing in Pokemon has a long-standing history to say the least, appearing as early as the original iteration of the Pokemon games. In Pokemon X and Y, as well as the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, the introduction of chain fishing brought trainers to the water's edge with extremely high shiny odds. Unfortunately, these odds wouldn't last beyond the 6th generation. In Galar, fishing sees its return and presents a consistent method for catching almost all your favorite fishy Pokemon. And with that, today's lesson on fishing is all netted up. I appreciate you stopping by for this episode of Shiny Hunting 101. Check back next time where we'll be rolling on through soft resets. If you guys found this video helpful or you learned something, leave a like and make sure to subscribe and ding that bell so you know when the next lesson comes out. A final thank you to all new and returning subs and all of you watching this video. I've been JP Firepledge and I'll see you in the next session. Class dismissed.